Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving. Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
but at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
The
the
Delano's
Delano's difference.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football,
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
but they want to play.
Hi, Buck! You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool!
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Good evening and welcome back to Knight Stadium once again for high school football action from the mountaintop in Kingwood. Hi, I'm Steve Blake. With me tonight again in the booth, Terry Cochran, and we are set for 2 teams at the crossroads here of this 2019 season. The Preston Knights hosting the University High Hawks. And Terry, this is an interesting contest, more so than some years, because a lot of the time University High, being a metropolitan team with a lot of assets and a lot of money to spend, they'll come in here and just tend to kind of overwhelm our Knights. But this year, it's kind of a rebuilding, reloading sort of a time for Coach John Kelly. And as Preston faces this team here this evening, instead of an undefeated or one defeated University Hawk team, they come in here with 3 wins and 5 losses. And just 1 win in their last 5 contests. So that's a little bit of a different atmosphere that comes to this game.
Yeah, they're very young, Steve, and they start a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and they're like Preston. It's a rebuilding year, just like you said. But you better believe one thing, by this part of the season, Coach Kelly has them dialed in and ready to go. So we can expect a good game out of both of these teams tonight. The Knights are fired up, and they want this game really bad. And they've only beaten University High, I believe, 1 time in the history of the school. Could tonight be the 2nd time?
You know, Terry, it's an interesting.
It's a very interesting thing, Steve. I know we're having some technical difficulties with the mic here tonight, so we'll be working on that as time goes on. Captains are down on the field getting ready to come out to the center, and the Hawks are down on our left-hand side just ready to come through their banner, and we're waiting on the Preston Knights to come down off the hill, and we'll see them run through our banner, and it's going to be a shootout tonight.
Well, it will be. And, an interesting thing here, Terry, if I might, in looking over stats coming into this contest, both of these teams have produced an identical 210 points of offensive output coming into this game. And that's, for the Hawks, that's with one more game under their belt because they don't get their bye week until the final week of the season. So, Preston, if they can avoid getting burned on big plays and do something to kind of counter University's speed on the edges, they've got a shot here, a real opportunity to show what they can do.
This is a rivalry game. You better believe it, that these two teams, they just love to beat up on each other. And University High's had the upper hand for a lot of years, and Preston like to give them a little payback tonight. But they bring in number 2, Chase Edwards. They've changed quarterbacks, Steve. They went to a freshman quarterback, and they say he is really quick, along with their big running back. Their workhorse is Logan Raber, number 30 tonight. Watch him in white. He plays both ends of the field, on offense and defense, and he's all over the field.
At 5'10", but 207 pounds, he's solid, well put together football player. When he runs the ball, he reminds me of some of the old school NFL guys where they used to say that guy's like a bowling ball going through the crowd. It's that sort of thing. He knows how to get low, how to move forward. He's all about going north and south, not a lot of east and west.
Yeah, and the Knights, they're pretty well loaded tonight too, with a couple of really good players. We've seen Colton Rosenberger make some fantastic catches this year for the Knights. Trevor Thomas at quarterback, been throwing the ball really well for Preston.
And Thomas has become kind of a dual threat too, Terry. He's able to pull that ball down when he sees an opening and go, and that makes it a little more difficult for University High to put 8 in the box right in the middle and just try to stop the run. So the Knights may have some wrinkles in the offense here, and maybe they can bring something to the table that will kind of stymie University.
Well, last week we saw number 31, Jeffrey Townsend, make his debut at tailback and did a wonderful job for the Knights. Picked up probably close to 100 yards in that win last week, Steve.
Yeah, that was a quality effort, and the big thing that was important was the Knights, when they got behind, didn't get down on themselves, and did not let Washington take advantage of the score to put more points on the board. Had some very nice defensive stands, and late in that contest, when they needed to put a drive together and take some time off the clock, they were able to do it, and that's really been unique this season.
Well, the Knights are coming down off the hill. We can see the banner in the background, and here comes the Preston Knights. Led by big number 85, Jacob Gregg.
And I think fired up would be the best way to describe this team. And they've been fired up for every contest, but I'm like you. I think there's a little extra that they bring to this match against University High. And hopefully, they can come out here and control their emotions, play hard early, and make this a close and exciting contest. Final home stand of the season. Can you believe it's going by this fast?
Wow. Well, last week I wasn't able to be here, but I got to see the game the next day on YouTube. A great job done by the crew last week, and you, Steve, you kind of had to take it on your own, and it was a very good, well-played game, homecoming for the Knights. And it was fun to watch. I watched it in Virginia.
The exciting contest last week. We're looking for an even more exciting one here as the Knights get set down below. And we'll get this one underway here momentarily as Preston, having won the toss, will elect to kick this ball away and defer possession to the second half. So the Knights are going to come out here, see if they can put one back deep and pin the Hawks down far away from the goal line.
Thomas doing the kicking, and back comes University High, and he's broke away down on the sidelines. Gets out close to the 40 or 37-yard line, I believe, where the Hawks will start 1st and 10.
Stepped on the line over there, or that would have been a little more yardage, but University puts themselves in pretty good position after a medium-range kickoff, and Preston will have to get things going now defensively. They've got to put some pressure on this young quarterback.
They bring Andrew Myers to the near side. A fumble on the play, and that'll be a loss of yardage as the Knights sack Chase Edwards.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Hawks.
University High lucky to get that one back, and the Knights definitely putting some pressure on the Hawk backfield there early.
That'll bring up 2nd and 15. They look to pass. They got a man downfield. That's number 13, streaking down the center of the field, Andrew Myers.
Pass just a bit long there. But the Knights are going to have to pay more attention to him coming off the line. He didn't get touched. And he broke clear, and somebody missed an assignment there, Terry.
Yeah, we're lucky Rosenberger was back playing deep safety on that play. Now they split 2 to the near side. He's back to pass again, and they're going to go out wide off the hands of number 27.
Edwards pass is incomplete.
And that was for Barner.
Number 27, Barner.
Brings up 4th and 15, and the Hawks select the punt. Got time on the field. Zachary Riffle had to get some shoelaces tied up.
Number 14, Colton Rosenberger.
Rosenberger deep for the Knights.
Low kick, bouncing down.
Rosenberger fields it, and he got a good block, and upfield he comes. Nice cut, and he will be driven out of bounds right at the 43-yard line, and a flag comes out. A hard hit on this near sidelines by Logan Raber. A little bit too excited. Went a little bit too far out of bounds with Rosenberger, and that'll be a personal foul. 15 yards.
Personal foul against the Hawks.
That'll even give the Knights a little better field position. They will now start inside the Hawk. We're going to call it 44-yard line.
Yep, nose of the ball right along the 44, 1st and 10 for Preston. So that's a great start for the Knights there, courtesy of a mistake. And just a mistake of a little bit too aggressive play.
Thomas under center. The give to number 31. He did a lot of work for the Knights last week. That's Townsend.
He's stacked up after a gain of about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Slow getting up was number 75. That was Robbie Stenson. They need him in this ball game. He's a very good blocker for the Knights. This line play is going to be very crucial tonight, Steve. They match up pretty well both sides. Give to Townsend. Picks up maybe 2.
Once again, Townsend on the carry.
Quick pitch, and he'll take that ball down right along the 40-yard line. See what kind of a spot the officials give the Knights here. And it's going to be third down about 6, I believe.
Thomas back in the shotgun, and they bring trips to the near side of the field. And they're going to throw to the back coming out. And that's Jesse Gribble, and Gribble's going to be very close to first down yardage.
Great second and third effort by Gribble. They couldn't have put the ball any better place on the field, and that'll be a big first down for Preston to keep this rolling.
That was well designed. He drove all the receivers down deep and then brought Gribble out of the backfield, had him wide open for some good yardage. Knights rehuddle, 9:20 on a turning clock here in the first period. Ball around the 33-yard line of University High. Out of the I formation to give to the fullback. He'll gain about 3.
And the run really gives the Knights an opportunity to throw the ball, Terry. They're keeping University High honest here early. They're making them put enough guys in the box to stop Preston from opening up anything quick in the running game down here in the middle. And right now the Knight offensive line is holding its own and maybe just a little bit better.
He fakes the handoff. He rolls to his right. He's being chased, and he's going to be brought down. Big loss. Great play by University High. I believe that was number 6 for University High School on that tackle.
The Hawks have good speed to the edge on both sides of the ball here, Terry. And you saw defensively, they're going to defend the full width of this field. They're not going to give the Knights anything easy. Running into the barrier that time, Preston just really didn't have the numbers out there to create a winning situation.
Noah Bram wasn't fooled on that play. All right, he's back to pass. He's looking deep downfield. He's got 2 receivers down there, almost caught. One-handed grab.
And 2 receivers in that proximity, Terry, I got to believe that somebody made a little bit of a mistake there. But
it was intended for Lance, I believe.
Yeah, good try at the ball there, but there had to be some confusion because I don't think you draw it up that way.
Looked like the ball may have stoved up Lance's hand a little bit. He's been pulling on his thumb ever since he come back from that play. Gribble back to punt for the Knights. So both teams kind of died out on offense. Now flags fly. Probably a delay of game against the Knights. Now they're saying to reset the clock. Evidently that hadn't got set. So now the Knights will punt. Gribble low kick downfield, and they're going to let it bounce. A good roll for Preston. They're going to down it right on the 1-yard line.
That's great for the Knights. They're going to back the Hawks up 99 yards away from pay dirt and see if they can force them to make a mistake down here deep, Terry.
Well, that'll bring Chase Edwards and Logan Raber and Elijah Jackson back into the game. They bring Drew Burton to the near side, and they run straight up the middle for maybe a gain of 1.
Edwards on the keeper for the Hawks.
That was Edwards.
Brings up second down.
Just a quarterback keeper trying to get a little bit of breathing room down here on the goal line.
Yeah, and he did get him up off the goal line there.
That was a good break for the Knights. A good roll from Jesse Gribble's low flying punt. And it gets downed on the 1-yard line. Burton wide to the near side. Now they give it to the big man, number 30. And he breaks out of there, and he will pick up the first down. Good run on that far sideline.
Number 30, Logan Raber.
That was Raber. Just picking his way through the line that time.
Brings up third down.
He didn't get the first down. He was just a little bit short. It's 3rd and 1 now for University High. Ball setting right on the 10-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. They give it to the second man through, and he's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play that time by Rosenberger and number 75, I believe, for the Knights.
Initial stop made by number 33, Aiden Bischoff.
And number 33, Aiden Bischoff.
Brings up 4th down for the Hawks.
So the Hawks do not get the first down and actually lose a yard on that play. So they'll be forced to punt here with 5:45 remaining in the first period.
Passing return for the Knights is number 14, Colton Rosenberger.
Rosenberger stands right on his 45-yard line. Punt comes out of there. He's going to field it on the fly, and he's on the run. Down the sidelines, and he's corralled, gets away from one man, and is now driven out of bounds right on the sidelines and still being pushed around. And another flag comes out.
Yeah, a lot of extracurricular activity down here in the area of the Knight bench after the play. No love lost here. And Rosenberger, great effort after the catch, caught that ball on the run, even as he was being carried out of bounds, struggling for more positive yardage. And the Knights will have a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to call that on the Preston Knights for a block in the back.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, we was in a crowd. We couldn't see what actually happened on the sidelines, but Joseph Miker had him and was driving him out of bounds, and he must have got hit by one of the Knights players in the back. So that's going to bring it back to about the 42-yard line of University High, where the Knights will start 1st and 10. So Trevor Thomas brings the Knights to the line. Full house backfield, give to the 3rd man in.
Townsend, the ball carrier.
Townsend, the ball carrier.
Brings up 2nd down for the Knights.
Tackle in there by 51. Daniel Henderson, linebacker for University High. He's 5'10", 210 pounds, sophomore.
Pickup of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 here.
Now an opening. Townsend breaks it and we'll get the first down.
Once again, Townsend, the ball carrier.
But we got a flag, and I believe that's going to come back
On the play.
for holding. Yep, holding call against the Knights.
Holding against the Knights.
That's a shame because that's going to put Preston in a big hole here.
Brings the ball back right at the mid-stripe, 50-yard line.
Knights will be facing about a second and I think about 18, Terry.
Second and 18 on the scoreboard. They bring 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Thomas back in the shotgun. He's looking downfield, nothing there. Now he's going to take off and run. Runs to the University High sidelines and is pushed out of bounds and will lose yardage.
Thomas on the keeper.
He'll lose another 4 yards, but a flag down. And we'll see what another holding call against the Knights. So they just continue to go backwards, Steve.
Yeah, this is not something that Preston can afford to do. They're making good plays out here, but they're shooting themselves in the foot with mental mistakes that turn into big penalties. And University High will be all over this. If the Knights keep going backwards, they're going to end up with good field position and use it to their advantage. So Preston will face 3rd and 18 here.
Back he goes, and the pressure, they nail him. Good pressure that time by University High's big number 44, Seth Combs.
Now the front line just pinned their ears back and came with everything they had that time, Terry.
Yeah, Combs flushed him out, and Henderson finished him. So the Knights forced to punt with 3:47 remaining here in the period. Dangerous return man back for University High. And he's just going to let it roll. That was Jaden Hammock back deep for University High. So University High will take over at the 3:29 mark here in the first period. Ball will be right on the 20-yard line. They're going to bring 13, split to the near side. Andrew Myers, we watched him streak down the field earlier, Steve. He's got some speed. They better stay with him. Bring a man in motion, give to big number 30 right up the middle, and he's dragging Knight players into the line of scrimmage. Pickup of about 3, maybe 4.
Preston defensively has done a pretty good job up to this point, Terry. They've got to stay at home, and everybody remember their assignments right now. They can't get upset because mistakes were made that short-circuited what could have been a very nice drive for Preston here. And when you have a lot of players that play on both sides of the ball, that happens sometimes.
Ball carrier was number 27 for University High on a nice run that time. That was Barner.
We've called his name a couple of times here tonight already, and the young man shows what he's made of on that run.
But the flag was on the field, and they'll back them up 15 for a holding call. Takes the ball back to about the 12-yard line. That was a good play by University High. Negated. So Edwards will bring him. He's going to come out of the shotgun this time with his big back, Raber right behind him. Edwards looking to pass. He floats it out into the flat. A nice move made for short yardage.
Host of Knights surrounding the ball out there on the wing, but a little bit of damage done before they can get there.
Pass was completed to Sperrin,
Stop made by number 14, Colton
Jacob
Rosenberger.
Sperrin. He's a senior, 5'10", 172-pound wide receiver for the Hawks.
Picked up a couple. It'll bring up a 3rd and 14 here.
Screenplay attempted by the Hawks, and then the Knights sniffed that out.
Yeah, one man in there applying pressure to the quarterback, got him to give up that ball, and the Knights did what they needed to do. Everybody stayed in their lane that time, so to speak, and they put a halt to any plans that the Hawks had about taking flight with that play.
All right. Rosenberger back deep right at the 50-yard line. Punt comes down, bounces, and will be allowed to roll out of bounds. So the Knights will take over just inside of Hawk territory at about the 49-yard line with 55 seconds remaining here in this first period. A scoreless game, very well played defensively on both sides by the Hawks and the Knights, as we expected.
And yeah, and on the offensive side, both of these teams kind of making mistakes, and it kind of shows you why they've lost some of the games they've lost. Both of them tend to shoot themselves in the foot offensively from time to time.
Thomas under center. The give once again to Townsend. Townsend bounces it into the middle, and he's immediately hit hard by big number 30, Logan Raber. They tell you he's all over the field at linebacker, and he's pretty much made a lot of stops already tonight, Steve, from that position.
He got a good spot there, picked up about a yard on the play, maybe a yard and a half. So that'll bring up a 2nd down for the Knights.
Time ticking off here in the first period. Knights split out Jackson Lewis to the near side of the field. They bring Rosenberger in motion. They get him on a jet sweep, and he cuts inside. He's got running room. Finally brought down hard on the near sidelines by Raber, but not after a big play. And a 1st down for Preston Knights.
And that 1st down is going to be on the final play of the first period. So we're going to take a quick break here for messages from these fine folks that bring you Preston Knight varsity football all season long here on Hometown TV. And we'll be back right after this.
Recent studies have shown that people who complete a cardiac rehabilitation program can increase their life expectancy by up to 5 years. Preston Memorial Hospital's cardiac rehab team helps you begin and maintain a treatment plan that works for you. They offer education and support to make healthy lifestyle changes that fit your needs. We're here to help you live longer and enjoy life. Most insurance plans are accepted. Please contact your doctor or our cardiac rehab center at 304-329-3429.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
the Delano's difference.
Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family. Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Fuck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck. You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Back we are at Knight Stadium, where Preston and University High, the Hawks and the Knights, have battled to a 0-0 tie here at the end of one, Terry. And as we get set to start the second quarter of this one, Preston with a big first down, in good position in Hawk territory and trying to get rolling here.
The Hawks led by big number 66, Joshua Sanders. He anchors that defense. Give to Townsend. Townsend right up the middle, a nice opening. That time off the right side. He picks up a good 5 yards, maybe 7 yards.
That the Knights can continue to block well like that. Townsend can have his way. They can just pound this ball.
Ball sitting right at the 25-yard line of University High. Trevor Thomas brings him up under center in that full house backfield. Give again to Townsend. He may have picked up a yard.
Looks like it's going to be third and just about a full yard.
See the Preston Knight band over there having a good time. Thomas looks over and just takes it right himself, picks up big yardage on a quarterback keeper, and will pick up the first down.
Down into the red zone go the Knights.
30 and 51 on the stop for University High. They stick with this full house backfield. Two guys split out wide. Now a quick pitch. Nice block out front. Townsend gets around the center, down the sidelines, and he's going to be driven out about the 4-yard line, but the flag is down. Looks like it's going to come back.
Flag on the play.
And what a shame to nullify such a nice run by Townsend. I don't think the hold had anything to do with his success. He got out there on the edge, Terry, read the block beautifully, bounced it outside, and then just hit the jets. And he's deceptively quick when he wants to go. He really goes in a hurry.
He had a good block out there by number 18, Devin Knotts. But the holding call came on the interior line, so it was away from the play. Okay, they're going to split Hunter Lance to the near side, along with Rosenberger. He's in the slot. He's looking for Rosenberger deep. He's being chased all the way down the sidelines, and he finally has to throw it away. Good defensive play by University High's Noah Bram once again. Bram kind of spying on Trevor Thomas tonight. Every time he takes off to throw the ball, he comes flying around his end position and just chases him down. He's got quick speed.
Yeah, Coach Kelly and the Hawks have done their homework well on the skills that Thomas possesses, and they have been able to sort of devil him a little bit here tonight so far.
They're going to have to get a little quicker with their passing game. Now a draw to Jesse Gribble. Gribble stacked up. He's only going to pick up 3 or 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a big third down.
Number 24, Jesse Gribble, the ball carrier.
For the Preston Knights. Third down, 14. They were in Hawk territory deep. Had a beautiful run by Townsend that got him down around the 1, but that got brought back by a penalty. So now a timeout called for by Preston. Coach wants to talk about it a little bit, Steve. He's got to come up with the right play at this situation.
He's not happy with what the Knights are doing offensively here right now, Terry. Their execution has to be darn near perfect against this Hawk front line. And he's sending plays in there, and he's not seeing quite the execution that he wants, I think, from the interior right now of the Knight line. And as a result, Thomas is facing a lot of pressure, and the Knights are having to sort of start to get back on their heels here and play from behind a little bit. The defense has done well. He's expecting the offense to pick it up now and give the defense something to work with.
Yeah, the Hawks defense doing a nice job on the interior line. Joshua Sanders, big number 51, Henderson in there, along with, I believe I can see, I saw 54. I thought Gavin Prosnick maybe got in the game. He's a freshman. And he's a freshman, Steve, 5'11", 234 pounds.
A lot of freshmen on both sides of this game tonight here.
Complete pass to Rosenberger, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. He steps out of bounds about the looks about the 16-yard line. So that got him back pretty close to the main line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up fourth down and about 10. So they got half of it back. Officials still talking down on the sidelines with the Preston coaches. So I believe they're going to go for this.
Yeah,
try to pick this first down up.
The Knights are in a situation here where you're not going to try to kick it from this distance, and you're too close in to do anything with a punt that's going to benefit you, so why not?
Well, it looks like they brought it back. I don't know if they're saying he did not catch that ball in bounds. He had a foot on the out-of-bounds line, but they brought it back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's still 4th and 20. Thomas back in the shotgun. He rolls to his left, looking deep. Now he fires downfield, and it's knocked down. Great job by the Hawks on that far sideline. I believe that was number 6 again for University High. Noah Bram. He's played a great first half, Steve, for the Hawks.
Well, he has, and with that play, he gives them pretty good field position here. The Knights, unable to advance the ball, will turn it over at the 24-yard line.
Give to number 30, Raber. Just about a yard gained on that run. They kept Raber bottled up pretty well so far, and from talking to Coach Tennant, he was very worried about Raber at the beginning of this game.
He's got some speed and some power.
Yeah, they knew that they had to stop him first. Chase Edwards at quarterback. They bring a man in motion. Edwards looks to pass. No one available so far. Now he finds a man open. Ball hit hard. It comes out, and he doesn't hold on to it. They're calling it an incomplete pass.
Yeah, incomplete right out around the 40-yard line, right in front of the Knight bench on the near side there. And pretty good defense by Lewis for Preston.
Yeah, that was Joseph McBee, the ex-quarterback for the Hawks. He got hammered on this sideline, went down hard, and he went out of the game.
Now this is going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 for University. And Preston's defense here with an opportunity now. Shut them down again. 3 and out. Get this ball back.
They bring in Jack Smith. He's split to the far side of the field. Burton to the near side. Officials still talking over the last play. There's a question about what down it is. The far side marker shows 4th down. Now they take it back to 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3rd down.
All right. Edwards back in the shotgun. Raber right behind him. Pass downfield. He's got a man wide open. And it's a foot race, and they will not catch him. What a pass by Edwards to number 11. That was Tracy Brooks. Tracy right down the post, wide open, and he hit him right on the money. Dropped in a dime.
That was the big play the Knights were hoping to avoid.
Kick is good. So University High at the 8-minute mark goes up on the Preston Knights 7-0. Thanks to a pitch and catch from Edwards to Tracy Brooks. Tracy Brooks is a junior, 5'11", 155 pounds, Steve. And he can fly.
He's a speedster.
Just saw that.
He is a speedster. That's the physical matchups for the Knights and the Hawks here. The only place that the Knights are lacking a little bit is just that kind of speed. And you saw it there as he broke open on that post play. He was just yards behind the Knight defenders in a heartbeat. And kept that motor running there. Took that ball in stride with him. A catch of a great pass. And for Preston, now the Knights just have to redouble their efforts offensively, not make mistakes, put the defensive error behind you here, and try to get back even in this contest.
For the Knights, number 14, Colton Rosenberger, and number 20, Jackson Lewis.
Kick away, and it's short. It's fielded by one of the up men for the Knights. He brings it across the 40-yard line. That was Zach Riffle for Preston.
And you got to wonder if Coach Kelly was watching what transpired, particularly in the second half of last week's contest with Washington, when the Knights and the Patriots both spent a lot of time with those sort of not quite onside but not deep kickoffs and live balls bouncing around.
Rosenberger goes in motion. The jet sweep to Rosenberger. Tries to break it outside. Now he cuts back the other way, gets around the defender. Now he's going to be dry, really piled up for a loss.
Flag on the play.
A lot of holding calls in this ball game. Another one against the Knights. Sets them back 15 more.
Holding against the Knights.
Rosenberger comes out of the game. I don't know if he's got poked in the eye. They're attending to him down on the sidelines. Pass caught on the far side, and he's going to be immediately hit.
Thomas's pass is complete.
And dropped. That was number 22 for the Hawks, making that play. Anthony Rummage. No. Colin McBee. They flush Thomas out. He throws to the near sidelines.
Thomas's pass is incomplete. Sent it to number 16, Hunter.
Way off its mark, and another flag on the play. And they're going to get another Knight for a holding call. We just keep going backwards.
Yeah, this is the kind of situation that the Knights cannot put themselves in on purpose here, Terry.
Well, offensive coordinator Tommy Chandler is going to have to come up with a little better scheme to get that ball out just a few ticks quicker against this Hawk defense. They will not allow Trevor Thomas to sit back there and throw that deep bomb.
Now it's second, about 34 now.
Rosenberger with the catch. He breaks one tackle. Makes up a lot of the yardage. He's a tough kid. Brought down on this near sidelines. By number 1, Hammock. And Raber was also in on that stop. Lance Rosenberger to the near side.
3rd and 21. You'd think it would be a definite passing situation here.
Thomas back. He looks. Nowhere to go. He's going to run. Now he pulls up. Throws the ball. Caught. A nice sliding catch made by Jackson Lewis.
Brings up 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down and probably 7 or 8 yards for the Knights. With 5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play, I believe the Knights are going to punt this ball away, only down 7 to the University High Hawks. Well, they've changed it up. They've left Thomas in the game. They're going to go for it. Hunter Lance. And now Tommy Chandler calls a timeout. He wants to talk about this.
Well, I think the Knights wanted to come out there, look at the defense. They'll make a decision here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them decide to go ahead and kick the ball. They had an opportunity maybe there with a hard count or something, make it a lot closer situation. you know, a 4th and 2 or 3, you would think about doing here. 4th and 8 at midfield with this much time on the clock. I'm not sure that's a mistake that the Knights would be willing to make.
Prestonite band performing over here while the timeout's going on. All right, now they've decided to kick. Jesse Gribble back to do the punting for the Knights.
Burton back to return for the Hawks.
Burton back for the return. They barely get it out of there. Nice kick by Gribble. Gets a good Preston bounce. And we'll be down to right around the 21-yard line. And that's where University High will start.
Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in this first half, Terry. And for the Hawks, you know, with this 7-0 lead right now, you know that Coach Kelly is going to implore his offense, go out here, don't make mistakes, run things smoothly, and get this team some points.
Edwards in the shotgun with Raber. They bring a man in motion. They look downfield. Once again, they've got a guy out there. Ball was a little short. Incomplete. Looked like it was intended for number 9 for University High. That's Spearin.
Brings up a 2nd and 10.
Now a quick pitch to 27 around this side, near sidelines, and a good job by the Knights defensively on that play.
Barner, the ball carrier,
as they brought Barner in motion.
brings up 3rd down for the Hawks.
But the Hawks were ready for it. Only a short gain, brings up 3rd down at about 9. This is when they got burnt the last time, Steve.
Yeah, Preston is really going to have to pay close attention here. An obvious passing down, and we've seen what they can do with that.
Almost an interception made. Good read on that play by the Knights. Jackson Lewis cutting right in front of the intended target, knocked that ball down and saved a 1st down. So University High will be forced to punt with 3:46 remaining here in the first period. Dangerous. Colton Rosenberger back deep for the Knights. They kick away from him. The ball will go out of bounds, but a nice punt takes it down to the Knight 44-yard line.
Yeah, they saw Colton Rosenberger make 1 punt return, and Sean Kelly said that'll be all of that for tonight. We're going to kick that ball anywhere. Kick it over here to me, but don't kick it to that guy again.
So we'll see if the Knights can put on a push right here before half and tie this thing up. Trevor Thomas looking for a play. He's not real sure. Now they finally bring in number 18, who wasn't in the play. Play clock running down, 5 seconds. Give to Townsend. Townsend right up the middle, picks up good yardage. Every time they've run out of that stacked eye, it's done well, Steve. Right in the middle of the line of University High, pick up 5.
Yeah, I believe the Knights are trying to vary things enough that they just don't wear that out. But I believe you got to give him the ball a little more.
Townsend deep. Thomas under center, and the Knights jump. That's going to cost them 5.
Flag on play.
Make it 2nd and 11 for Preston now. Every time they gain a little yardage, they seem to implode.
Somebody in a hurry to get going there that time. Just got going a little bit too quick.
One-on-one coverage, man-to-man on the far side. And Thomas is looking deep, and he's going to go for it, and he's got a man down there. He makes an adjustment. He's got it. That's Rosenberger. Touchdown, Preston Knights, as he beats his man deep. So that ties the ball game up. A little kiss, and down the field he went. Colton Rosenberger.
All set for the extra point try.
Kick is up. Kick is good. That was big number 76 on that extra point attempt for the Knights. That was Timothy Wiles. Ties this ball game up at 7-7 at the 2:34 mark here in the first half. What a game we're watching here at Knights Stadium.
That's got the Preston fans up and cheering down to our left. Got the band playing now. Got everybody excited. And this things begin to chill down here on the mountaintop a little bit this evening. Looks like the rain has cleared out. And the forecast for the second half, great football.
Yeah, great football. Little technical difficulties, Steve, with that mic you're fighting. But a great job by a great pitch and catch that time by Trevor Thomas and Colton Rosenberger. As he beat number 13, that was Andrew Myers on the coverage. A good adjustment on the ball by Rosenberger. It came over his back shoulder. He made a quick adjustment, and now an onside kick. And they got it to the wrong guy because he's still on his feet. And a flag comes in from way back.
Raver on the return for the Hawks.
I'm not sure what that was about. The back judge he threw that flag half a mile, and a holding call against University High. So what would have turned into some good field position.
That draws the ire of the University Hawk fans down below our broadcast location.
Yeah, that call came from way back, the back judge. I don't know what he saw.
I'm not sure that he saw what he thought he saw. But he's closer to it than we are.
They're still discussing it. And now they do the walk-off. And a holding call was the call.
That'll put the ball back at the 33-yard line.
All right, Hawks will start 1st and 10. as they bring Myers to the near side. He wants to make up for that blown coverage with a play of his own. Now a pitch to Raber. Raber trying to get outside, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards before he's driven out of bounds by 75
Brings up second down for the Hawks.
for the Knights. Robbie Stinson. Myers to this near side. Back they go again to Raber for another couple yards. Coach Kelly kind of putting the Knights to sleep here. You can look. We've got a Hawk player down on the field right now. They're tending to. I didn't see the number. I don't know if that's Raber that's down. Still attending to the player out on the field, right at the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to get the young man up. And that was Raber, I believe. Yep.
Might have fallen on the ball, got the wind knocked out of him.
He'll have to come out for a play. He's a workhorse.
Definitely one of their go-to guys and a big threat.
Yeah, Logan Raber's a senior, 5'10", 207-pound running back. So now they'll bring in his replacement. Looks like that'll be Colin McBee. Little flare pass out to number 27, Barner. Barner driven out of bounds, but he'll pick up a first down. Nice design play by the Hawks to get the ball out to Barner, and Barner picks up nice yardage.
First down for the Hawks.
Minute 49 seconds remaining here in the first half of play at a 7-7 tie between the Hawks and the Knights. Edwards in the shotgun. Looks to pass. Nothing there so far. Now he's being chased, and he throws the ball downfield out of bounds, and a flag comes down. They're going to get, I believe they're going to get number 85 for the Knights for unnecessary roughness. Well, that's what I thought was going to happen, but that's not what happened. They're pushing the Hawks back. They're going to call intentional grounding.
I don't think he made it outside the tackle box.
Yeah, he was way outside the tackle box, and he threw it down on the sidelines, and I did see a University High Hawk within 10 yards of that. But that's the call, and that's what we're going to stay with. Take Barner in motion to give to the first man in. That's number 22, Colin McBee. And he's met in there by 18 for the Knights, Devin Knotts.
McBee, the ball carrier.
So timeout with 1:32 in the first half of play, I believe was taken by the Knights, trying to save some clock. Try to force University High to punt and maybe have a little time left for a run back or A long pass play. Both teams scoring on 2 long pass plays, one for University High and one for the Knights. Rosenberger for the Knights from Trevor Thomas. And on the other shoe, Edwards. Edwards back deep again. He's got a man streaking, but they got him in the backfield. Big play made by the Knights.
Edwards brought down in the backfield by number 18, Devin Knott.
Devin Knotts. And the Hawks will be forced to punt with 1:20 remaining here in the half. So a defensive stand by the Preston Knights will get the ball back with a little bit of time left to work with here in the before halftime.
And the biggest thing is just get the ball back. Get a clean exchange here, and then see what your field position is and see where you want to go. Maybe take a couple shots long, and even if you get out of here tied at the half, that's a win for Preston in this situation.
Hard-fought game between these two old rivals. Punt's out of there, and he kicks away from Rosenberger. Rosenberger goes to the sidelines and takes it. Now he'll stay on the near sidelines, and he steps out of bounds right about the 47-yard line, and that's where the Knights will start. 1st and 10 with 1:09 remaining in the half. So we'll see what Preston can bring out a little more magic here on senior night against the University High Hawks. Thomas back into the huddle. And they're going to bring Jesse Gribble back in the game late. Rosenberger split to this near sidelines. Thomas back to pass, and has to throw it away. Driven out of bounds by number 6, Noah Bram, and they're wanting, the Hawks sideline wanting intentional grounding on that play. But he was outside the tackle box. He just threw it out of bounds. Smart play by Thomas. Hunter Lance to the near side. He's got trips to the far side of the field. That's where Rosenberger sets up. Thomas back in the shotgun. Looking deep. Now he floats it out to Jesse Gribble. Gribble tries to make one man miss. He'll pick up about 5-6 yards on the play.
Number 24, Jesse Gribble, brings up 3rd down for the Knights.
So they'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6 yards to go for a 1st down with 43 seconds remaining. Something's going to have to happen quick. Hunter Lance to the near side. Trips to the far side. Pass down the middle of the field to Rosenberger. He's got it. He breaks a tackle. And he's off to the races. He will score. Colton Rosenberger.
A play, Rosenberger.
What a play from quarterback Trevor Thomas. He finds Rosenberger right in the middle of the field. He's covered up by 2 Hawk defenders and somehow comes out of there, breaks to the outside, down the sidelines, streaking for a Knight touchdown. What a job by Colton Rosenberger to not give up on that play. With 24 seconds remaining here in the half, they're going to go for 2. And they will not get it. Now the University High fans are upset because they didn't start the clock.
Well, you don't run the clock on an extra point.
Well, I'm not sure. He didn't get in, Steve, did he? We thought they signaled touchdown. They said.
And the points are on the board.
But
is there a penalty?
I don't know.
On the extra point attempt? Now the big board still has 13-7.
I thought he scored. Did they say he stepped out of bounds?
Yeah, they're going to wind the clock here now.
Now there's a touchdown.
Okay.
All right, I'm confused. I'd like to see that replay. It's up and good.
The kick is good as the Knights lead 14-7.
Tonight's now lead 14-7, and the University High fans down below us are really upset.
They're confused. We're confused. They're just flat out mad now.
Yeah.
They're flat out mad.
Points went on the board. We thought that Rosenberger had scored, but evidently he had stepped out of bounds.
The clock operator was confused. He put the points up and left them there.
Yeah.
The Knights eventually put the points on the board and made an honest man of him.
Okay, but our Knights are up 14-7 with 12 ticks on the clock. And that's another thing the Hawks faithful were mad about, because they ran a play, didn't even run the clock.
Because the clock operator thought it was an extra point.
Yeah, he thought it was an extra point.
And the officials didn't catch it.
No.
Now the Knights come out of the muddle huddle here.
Thomas back to do the kicking for the Knights. Little squib kick. Bounces all the way down. One of the Hawks finally picks it up, and he's broke out of there. And he's hit hard by Jackson Lewis.
On the return, brought down by number 20, Jackson Lewis.
And number 16 for the Knights, Hunter Lance.
That's going to leave University with about 6 seconds.
About 6 ticks of the clock left. And you can better believe they're not going to give up on this play. The Knights send Gribble back deep into center field along with Rosenberger. They're not going to let anybody get past him. So Chase Edwards drops back. Now he's going to just take it out in the flat. A good run by number 22. And that will end the half. Hard-fought contest. That pass was complete to Colin McBee, and that will end the half with the Knights leading by a score of 14-7 over the University High Hawks. And both coaches are wanting to talk to the officials now.
Yeah, and lost in all of this is the Knights will get the ball back to start the second half. So Coach John Kelly really not happy right now.
All right, we're going to take it out to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some of the halftime action right after this.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving.
The Wound Care Center at Preston Memorial Hospital is dedicated to helping you heal as quickly as possible. We offer a wide range of diagnostic services and therapies to help not only heal your wounds, but to help prevent further wound problems. Our compassionate team will evaluate your case and work to educate you on why you have a non-healing wound, as well as create a treatment plan, sometimes as often as your first visit. To begin your healing journey, call our Wound Healing Center today to schedule an appointment at 304-329-3348.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Fuck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck! You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool!
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family. Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
the Delano's difference.
From Brewston Mills. He is a member of the baseball team and enjoys weightlifting. Montana plans to study forensics at WVU upon graduation.
I can't do anything then. We're going to have to stay right where we are.
Our next senior football player is Mr. Jacob Gregg. He is being escorted by his father, Chris Gregg, and his mother, Tanya Hudson of Masontown. Jacob's other activities include wrestling, lacrosse, and the band. He plans to go to college to become a family physician and play either football, lacrosse, or wrestling while attending college. Our next senior football player is Mr. Jesse Gribble. He is being escorted by his father, John Gribble, and his mother, Susan Gribble of Kingwood. Jesse enjoys fishing and hanging out with friends, and he plans to enlist in the United States Navy to become a corpsman.
I mean, it's tough. His shot's breaking up. I can't hardly use it. It sounds like if anybody runs through the shot.
Our next senior football player is Mr. Austin Kelly. He is being escorted by his parents, Kevin and Crystal Kelly of Kingwood. He enjoys working on the family farm. Austin plans on going to Pierpont College to become a lineman.
Hey, David, you're still, I'm sorry, Bob, or Kent, you're still on the radio. Tell Siri.
senior football player is Mr. Hunter Lance. He is being escorted by his parents, Bobby and Janet Lance of Terra Alta. He is also a member of the wrestling team and enjoys weightlifting and working out. Hunter plans to become either an RN or a BSN. Our next senior football player is Mr. Colton Rosenberger. He is being escorted by his father, Kevin Rosenberger, and his grandmother, Patty Rosenberger of Preston Mills. Colton plans to pursue a degree in criminal justice.
Is that Barry out there?
Our final senior football player is Mr. Robbie Stinson. He is being escorted by his parents, Chris and Wendy Biggins of Terra Alta. Robbie enjoys weightlifting and he plans to attend Rosedale Tech to study diesel mechanics. Our first senior varsity cheerleader is Miss Ashley Belanger. She is being escorted by her parents, Joe and Leah Belanger of Preston Mills. Ashley has been a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. She plans to attend Pierpont College to study to become a veterinarian. Our next senior varsity cheerleader is Miss Carly Chips. She is being escorted by her parents, Tammy and Daryl Chips of Masontown. She is a member of the band, and Carly plans to attend college and become a nurse. Our final senior varsity cheerleader is Miss Caitlin Miller. She is being escorted by her parents, Alan and Christina Miller of Preston Mills. Caitlin is involved in 4-H, FFA, National Honor Society, and loves to spend time with her family. She plans to attend WVU to pursue her dreams of being a physician. Our first senior golf team member is Mr. Daniel Allen. He is being escorted by his parents, Jim and Kathy Allen of Newburgh. He enjoys basketball and golf. Daniel plans to attend WVU to study electrical engineering. And our final senior golfer is Mr. Lucas Livengood. He is being escorted by his parents, Tracy and Julie Livengood of Masontown. As a member of the golf team, Lucas has earned Big Ten All-Tournament Team 2018 and 2019, Big Ten First Team All-Conference 2019. He was a 2018 State Championship qualifier and a 2019 State Championship qualifier. He plans to attend Pierpont Community and Technical School. Ladies and gentlemen, our seniors.
Preston Memorial Hospital welcomes Dr. Michael Forkran to our team. Dr. Forkran is a general surgery specialist that graduated with honors from West Virginia University School of Medicine. Having more than 8 years of diverse experience, Dr. Forkran performs advanced laparoscopic procedures of the abdomen, including gallbladder, stomach, bowel, colon, liver, and pancreas. Dr. Forkran also performs endoscopies in our state-of-the-art endoscopy suite. Appointments are available now by calling 304-329-4701.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and They're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving. Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience
The
Delano's difference.
And we return once again to Knight Field. And here in the stadium, confusion reigned for a little bit.
Yes, it did.
We sent Terry Cochran out to get a special report. He spoke with the officials who admitted they messed up.
Yeah, there was a mistake there. Everyone on the officiating crew, except for one side judge, thought that Rosenberger had scored, and they gave the touchdown signal to the operators up here in the booth. Well, then the side judge come over and said, no, he stepped out at the 6, told the head referee, so he turns and waves the touchdown off. The clock operator didn't see it, so they thought it was a touchdown and it was just an extra point attempt. They were going for 2, and the clock never started, and here they were running a play. So we're underway in the second half. Let's keep it going.
You'll have that.
Here comes Rosenberger up the center. He breaks outside. He's at the 50, the 45, 40, 35, 30, and he's finally knocked out of bounds right about the 25-yard line. What a return by Colton Rosenberger. He's been everything tonight for the Knights.
Well, he has, Terry, and right there just showed you here on senior night, he came out, got his pat on the back from all the administrators, got to walk with mom and dad out to the 50-yard line, comes back and picks up right where he left off.
All right, Trevor Thomas brings him to the line in that full house backfield. Townsend dots the I. He gets the give, and he slips and goes down after a gain of about a yard. Tried to make a quick cut. In this, the grass is starting to slicken up a little bit here with the dew coming down. So that quick hop step that he made, and his feet just went right out from underneath of him. Brings up second, and we'll call it 9.5. Give once again right up the middle to Townsend. Gain of close 5 yards. Bring up third down and about 5 yards to go. Big run back by Colton Rosenberger on the kickoff. Has got the Knights in pretty good field position down around the 19-yard line of the Hawks. Third down, 5 yards to go for a first. Thomas gives to Townsend. Townsend not wanting to go down, but a Hawk right on top of him. That was number 30, Logan Raber, the big linebacker slash running back slash everything to the Hawks. Keeps the Knights from getting that first down. It's 4th and 5. Rosenberger split to the near side. Trevor Thomas under center, and they draw a Hawk offsides. Quick count.
lethal job on the hard count just
No.
when the Knights needed it?
No, that goes against the Knights. False start on the Knights. Now, I don't know if they called Thomas for that hard count.
Still fourth down.
That forces 4th and 10 now, or forces a 4th and 9. Just as we thought, he did draw one of the Hawks off sides, but the call went against the Knights instead. All right, Rosenberger. He's in the slot. Here he comes. Now he's going to throw the pass, and it's complete downfield to Jackson Lewis from Rosenberger. They brought him across on a jet sweep. He pulls up and throws and hits Jackson Lewis downfield right about the 5-yard line for a first down. Preston. What a play. Designed by offensive coordinator for the Knights. Now give to Townsend.
Brings up second down for the Knights.
That was a well-designed play by Coach Tommy Chandler as he brought Rosenberger on a jet sweep, and he pulls up and throws downfield to Jackson Lewis, who was wide open. If he'd have got the ball a little bit deeper to him, I think he would have scored. A saving tackle down there, and the ball sits right about the 6-yard line. Give to the first man, the fullback. He keeps his feet moving, and finally the whistle blows, but he was still standing. They're going to take that down to about the 1-yard line, it looks like.
Brings up third down for the Knights.
Third down. Ball setting about the 2, maybe 2.5. Thomas to the line. He splits 2 guys wide, Rosenberger and Jackson Lewis out of the eye. Thomas is going to be dragged down for a big loss. Great defensive play by number 9 of the Hawks.
Brings up fourth down for the Knights.
And once again, it goes to 4th down, and the Knights are scrambling to come up with a play to get this ball in the end zone.
I might put the kicker in here.
Spearing on the play for the Knights, and they do. They're bringing out the field goal kicker right now for Preston. That's big number 76, Timothy Wiles. He's going to attempt this from about the 24-yard line. And now a delay of game is going to push it back even farther. Clock has ticked down, so they'll back him up another 5 yards. I don't know what kind of range Mr. Wiles has.
Delay of game against the Knights.
Ball will now be kicked from the right about the 24-yard line. Kick is down, it's up, and it's nowhere close. Real short. So the field goal attempt's no good by Wiles. University High will take over. All right, Hawks held their ground when they needed to. A couple trick plays by the Knights got them down inside the 5-yard line, but they couldn't score, and then a penalty set them back. And then a big loss by Spearin on the quarterback. Now the Hawks are back in control. They're looking to throw downfield. They got a man open, and he drops it. Back to Tracy Brooks. Tracy scored their first touchdown of the game for the Hawks as he was just streaking down the middle of the field, and they caught him wide open for a touchdown. As he turned on the jets, he was not to be caught. That time he drops the pass in the flat. He sets up again in the slot position. Good run that time by number 30, Logan Raber. He actually had a little bit of running room that time. So that brings up a 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 3 for University High. They split 2 to the near side. That's Brooks. Looking to throw downfield. Brooks catches the ball. Stays in bounds. Now it's a foot race down the sidelines. Cuts inside of one man. He's going to the end zone and will score for University High. What a play by Tracy Brooks. Chase Edwards found him downfield about the 45-yard line. Made a nice catch, and then it was off to the races. Right down in front of the Preston bench. Tiptoed the sidelines, made one man miss, and right into the end zone.
Boy, he did a great job staying in bounds there, Terry.
Yeah, that was extra effort from Tracy. Now the penalty flag flies right before the kick. They're going to call encroachment. Offsides against the Knights. So now.
Yeah, this may change the strategy a little bit for John Kelly and the Hawks.
Yep, that's going to put the ball down about the half-yard line, or about the 1-yard line. He makes a change. John Kelly over on the far sidelines, and he's going to put his offense back in and go for 2. This could be the play of the game so far. Give the number 30, but he's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. I don't believe he got in, and he did not. They wave it off.
Yeah, the Knights come out of there jumping in the air, pumping their fists. Great defensive stand for Preston with their backs against the wall, Terry. And it might only be an extra point, but that's huge the way this game has gone.
Good job by the interior line of the Preston Knights to hold course. Big number 75, Robbie Stenson in there, along with some of those other linemen, just bottled it up.
They got down low. They submarined underneath the University High offensive line, and they just blew that play out of the water.
Yep.
That's like that old game Battleship everybody played when we were young, much younger.
Much younger, huh?
John Kelly feels like somebody just sank his carrier.
I don't know if that was Blaine Fear that was in there. He's got 52 on tonight. I don't know if there's a 53. I don't have a 52 on our roster for the Knights. But University High scores on a big run from Tracy Brooks. So now they will kick off to the Preston Knights. That came with the 5:40 mark. Now a short kick again. It's fielded on the far sidelines, and he'll immediately be tackled over there. Ran out of bounds.
Number 23, Richard Layton on the return.
I believe that was number 23, Richard Layton, on the return for the Knights. He was knocked out on the far sidelines. Ball about the Knight 34-yard line where they will start. 1st and 10. They bring Rosenberger will come out of the game. They're in that I formation. Here comes Tracy on a run. Thomas will just go out of bounds. That was a broken play. Big number 66 for University High is down on the ground for a second, but he pops right back up. That's Joshua Sanders, big offensive lineman for the Hawks. Joshua Sanders is a senior. He's 5'9", 222 pounds is what he's listed. Now the give to the fullback. Fullback right up the middle. Picks up a couple yards. He's met there by Raber.
33, Aiden Bischoff on the carry.
That's Aiden Bischoff.
Brings up 3rd down for the Knights.
Raber met him in the hole along with number 22, Anthony Ramage. Both linebackers very active for the University High Hawks. Okay, Rosenberger split to the near side. He has Hammock on him. And they sack Trevor Thomas. Good job that time on a blitz.
Sack on the play brings up 4th down for the Knights.
University High brought big number 44, Seth Coombs, right up the center. He took care of the play.
Fourth and 14, the Knights with no choice but punt. Give this ball back with about 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd period.
Nice punt way downfield. It's fielded, and immediately he's brought down. That was Hammock.
Hammock on the return, brought down by number 82, Brendan Pahokey.
Brendan Pinoki on the stop. All right, Chase Edwards in the shotgun, and he's going to fire a bomb downfield right away, intended for number 3, Drew Burton. A little bit long. He was hoping that Burton would be able to get around the defender.
Hawks looking for a quick lightning strike there, Terry, to take the wind out of the Knights' game.
That was a good defensive play on this side made by number 84, Zach Riffle. Okay, they look again. They got the quarterback for the Hawks in trouble, and he goes down. Chase Edwards. He looked left, was going to go back to the right, and there was no running room on that side, so he had to reverse his field and then got tripped up. So that's a loss on the play. That brings up 3rd and 14 for University. They send Hammock to the far side and bring Burton to the near side out of the shotgun. Looking deep once again, Edwards. Now he's scrambling down the sidelines, and he tiptoes lightly, but steps out of bounds. way short of the marker. So that'll bring up 4th down. A good defensive stand by the Knights, holding on to a 1-point lead with 3:15 remaining here in the 3rd period. Knights still up by a score of 14-13. But the dangerous Colton Rosenberger back deep. I believe they'll kick away from him again, and they do. He's going to chase it down and pick it up, and now he's off to the races. Cuts between 2 guys. Now he's going down the sidelines. He gets away from another one, and we've got a blindside hit. A blindside hit, and number 58 is down on the field for University High, and the laundry came out quick. So that's going to bring a nice run back.
Yeah, and again, unnecessary because Rosenberger well away from where that took place. It's just a mental mistake there.
Barbara Barala is down. David. They're attending to him in the middle of the field. Barbella. Yeah, he didn't see that hit coming. It was kind of like a crackback. They got him setting up out there right now. That's a good sign.
Yeah, the young man, I think, really got his bell rung on that one, either from the hard contact or the contact with the ground. He might have banged his helmet on the ground pretty good. He was lying flat for a moment, and then he started to get up under his own power and kind of slumped back to the ground, and that gave rise to concern from the officials and the trainers both. But he's on his feet now and headed to the sidelines.
Nice round of applause by the crowd on hand. All the cheerleaders and the University High Hawk cheerleaders get up. But that really puts the Knights back in a hole here. So they will start at about the 17-yard line.
It'll be first and 10 from their own 17. And again, nullifies a nice run by Rosenberg.
Well, they've got Jaden Hammock guarding Rosenberger now. And this time, Townsend is bottled up as the Hawks defense really stiffens on that far side.
Townsend, the ball carrier, brings up 2nd down for the Knights.
Brought down by a host of Hawks. Rummage was out there, and I think Raber was out there, along with big number 75 for the Hawks. Corbin Turney.
Loss of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, they pushed him back a long ways, but there was a loss of 2 yards on it. That makes it 2nd and 14, so. One-on-one run coverage again, and they're going to go deep to Rosenberger. He's going to come back. They try to back shoulder throw. A good defense on Rosenberger that time on that far side. He had no way of getting back to that ball.
Brings up 3rd down for the Knights.
Coverage on that far side was by Andrew Myers. He wasn't about to let Rosenberger blow by him that time. He really backed up and bottled him up. Thomas scrambling, had to just get rid of the ball and throw it out of bounds. He was under heavy pressure that time. That'll bring up 4th down for the Knights. 4th and 14, they'll have to punt it away. And the Hawks are winning the battle of field position here in the second half. They just keep inching closer and closer on every possession.
Preston will need good special teams play here now.
Kicking from his own end zone, they booted out of there. He's going to get a good bounce and roll past the 50-yard line. So about a 50-yard kick from Jesse Gribble gets the Knights out of trouble. Hammock to the near side. He'll have Zach Riffle guarding him. Edwards in the shotgun. Fakes it, gives a pitch on this sideline. Here comes number 11, Tracy Brooks.
Brooks, the ball carrier. Brings up 2nd down for the Hawks.
No gain basically on that play as they forced him out of bounds about the 49-yard line. That's where the marker stands, so maybe a half a yard on that. They're going to split Jack Smith to the far side, and they're going to bring Burton again to the near side, guarded by Zach Riffle. Now the give up the center, and a good tackle made after about a yard gain by number 51 of the Knights, Daniel Henderson.
Brought down by number 51, Anthony
No,
Schaefer.
51 Anthony Schaefer made a great tackle on number 11 for the Hawks. That's Tracy Brooks, as they brought him in motion and then giving the ball right up the center. Brooks in the slot. Look to throw quickly. He drops back. Now he lobs one downfield. Are they going to call it a catch? No. Incomplete pass.
Edwards' pass is incomplete.
Edwards pass downfield
Brings up 4th down for the
to
Hawks.
Brooks, and that'll bring up 4th down. So another defensive stand by the Preston Knights. That came at the 28-second mark of the 3rd quarter. So time running out. Just enough time for them to boot the ball down to Mr. Rosenberger, who's waiting deep. His heels on the 15-yard line. Nice kick. He's going to let it bounce once, pick it up, and he's off to the races. This time they have him bottled up. Now he reverses field. A good hit. The ball's loose. University High has it. They jar the ball away from Colton Rosenberger, who had just tried to do just a little too much, but there's a flag down on the play. A couple Knights are on the field. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask against the Knights. So that gives University High the ball in Preston territory at about the 10-yard line after the fumble by Rosenberger. The Knights have tried so hard to not have that turnover, but the field position just keeps changing and changing in University High's favor. So Edwards in the shotgun. Gives it to Barner. Barner around the right side. He's going to score for University High. Right around the left side. And he walks in for a Hawks touchdown. They brought him in motion and then gave him the handoff, and he was off to the races. There just wasn't enough Preston defenders on that side to do anything about it. And he made a quick jump move, and right into the end zone he went. Good job by Mr. Barner. Edwards going for 2 now. Same play, brought Barner, but this time the Knights have him. So the extra point attempt is no good, but the University High Hawks now go up by a score of 19-14 over the Preston Knights. Turnover led to points. With 4 seconds remaining in the quarter, a big turnaround of events as Colton Rosenberger fumbled the punt that gave University High the ball on the Preston 10-yard line, and they took it in from there quickly to take the lead going into the fourth quarter.
Back to return for the Knights is number 14, Colton Rosenberger, and number 20, Jackson Lewis.
Short kick. And outside goes one of the Knights players, and he's driven out of bounds right as the quarter ends.
Number 84, Zach Riffle on the return.
That was Zach Riffle on the return. All right, we're going to go out for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action from Knight Stadium.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're done?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football.
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
But they want to play.
Hi, Buck! You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool!
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving. Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience the
Delano's
difference.
All right, we're back for final quarter action. We're back for the final. Okay, now we're back for the final quarter of action here at Knight Stadium with University High Hawks leading the Preston Knights by a score of 19-14. Thanks to Mr. Barner's run of about 10 yards as time ran out in the third period. Trevor Thomas and back to Townsend. Townsend picks up about 9 yards on that carry. Nice run right up the center. Good interior blocking by the Knights offensive line. Big number 75, Robbie Stinson, and number 74 in there, Caleb Shrout, opened the hole. Thomas under center gives to Townsend again, and he's going to go for the first down. He bounced in there. They gave him the first down earlier. That'll bring up second down. No gain, maybe a gain of 2 on that play. 11 minutes remaining in this contest. The Knights would like to hold on to the ball all the way down and score with time running out. Give to Townsend. Townsend takes a look, gets about 5-6 yards on the play. Good run by Townsend. Finally brought down there by Logan Raber. Third down. About 4 yards to go for Knights' first down. Ball inside Hawk territory, about the 41-yard line. Townsend works his way in the middle and picks up a first down for the Knights. Good run by Townsend. He had to pop it a couple times in the middle. He saw he didn't have an opening, and he backed his way in for a first down with a little hop, skip, and a jump. Knights split Brendan to the far side. And a legal motion penalty against the Knights, going to back him up 5 yards. Legal procedure. Brendan split to the far side of the field. They go back to Townsend. Townsend breaks it up in the middle and gets back to, gets that 5 yards back, maybe 6. It's going to bring up second down and about 9, 10 yards to go. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Rosenberger splits to the far side of the field. That's the matchup, 1-on-1. They give it to Townsend again. Townsend looks, he drives into the center, brought down by Raber after a gain of about 5.
Once again, Townsend, the ball carrier, brings up third down for the Knights.
So bring up third down. They're going to only give him 4 on that run. Be 3rd and 6. Rosenberger one-on-one on the far side, but he's going to have some help over there by Hammock. Good run by Townsend, and he's going to pick up a Knights first down. Come to this right side, running hard. He wasn't going to be denied, and he picks up that first down. Ball down around the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Preston Knights. That came at the 8:24 mark here in the final period. Back to Townsend. Townsend off tackle. He picks up a big yardage, and he'll pick up another first down. Down about the 9-yard line. What a run.
Knights are grinding it out now, Terry.
That was a great run by Townsend. Jeffrey, a junior, 5'5", 172-pound running back for the Preston Knights, and he's eating up some Hawks yardage right now. All that power eye, and another flag comes in. Procedure once again against the Knights. Just as they think they're getting in position to do some damage, the laundry comes out. Backs him up 5. 1st and 15 now. Thomas gets the play from Tommy Chandler. Back into the huddle. He's going to bring Rosenberger to the near side, and he's going to be handled over there by Jaden Hammock. They give it to Townsend. Townsend tries to break the edge, and he's driven out of bounds hard on this near sidelines by Raber and number 9, Spearin.
Brings up second down for the Knights.
Only about a yard gain on that run. Makes it second down and about 13 to go for a Knights first down. They can get a first down right about the 1-yard line.
Looking for something in the middle there, and it's not there, Terry.
No, they tried a little cross play. They had Jesse Gribble in the game. They tried to fake the first handoff to Gribble and come back the other way, but University High Hawks was ready for it. Hawks cheerleaders leading the charge for University High as they lead 19-14 with 6 minutes remaining.
And
that
a
brings up
big third down here for Preston.
They're looking for Rosenberger down in the corner. He's down there. He caught the ball. Did he stay in bounds? Touchdown, Preston Knights.
What an adjustment on that ball by Colton Rosenberger to create the space for that catch. Wow.
Rosenberger down in next to the pylon, turns, comes back, gets the ball, keeps his feet inbounds, and scores a big touchdown for the Preston Knights. Puts them up by a score of 20-19. And that came at the 6:21 mark here in the final period. What a ball game we've witnessed here tonight at Knight Stadium.
This has been an absolute classic here for Preston tonight. They've turned a corner here, no matter what the outcome of this game is, Terry.
Knights going for 2. Thomas tried a quick pass And it was incomplete.
Kind of one-hopped it down there. Couldn't quite find the range.
All right. We lead by a single point over the University High Hawks, 20-19. But plenty of time left for an assault by the University High faithful. But that gives the band a chance to get on TV tonight down in the far end zone.
Well, the band will take any chance to get on TV.
They love it. The Preston Knight Marching Band, the pride of Preston.
The question about the band is, what won't they do to get on TV? That's the question.
Yeah. All right, the Knights out of their muddle huddle. Trevor Thomas will do the kicking duties for the Preston Knights. Back deep is Jaden Hammock. And the kick rolls out of bounds, flags down, and that will cost the Knights some yardage.
Yeah, that's going to give University High really good
field position with time. A premium right now. Don't understand that call. I would have kicked it deep, tried to pin him back.
Well, I'm not sure the out of bounds was the actual call, but they were definitely trying to direct that ball and maybe sort of coffin corner type of thing and eliminate a lot of green there for University High, and it just didn't work out.
No, the Hawks will start 1st and 10, the ball at their own 43-yard line. Chase Edwards on a little quick reverse, and they've got a man open. And he gets downfield, a nice run that time by number 3, Drew Burton.
Spear in the ball carrier.
Or no, that was number
3,
Spearin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jacob Spearin.
Yeah, with 3 out there blocking for him.
Yeah. Nice counter play to Spearin that time, and it opened up a big hole. First down for University High. Now the give to number 22, and he's chewing up yardage, keeping those feet moving, and he gets another additional 5 yards just by staying on his feet. Good hard run that time. McBee. Now the ball at the Knights' 25-yard line with 5 minutes remaining in this contest. Plenty of time for the Hawks. They bring Burton to the near side, and the give once again. Here he comes around the left side, and a flag comes in. And a holding call will go against University after a good hard run by Barner. Got him down around the 15, 16-yard line, but it's going to come back 15 because of a hold.
Big mistake there for the Hawks, just as they were starting to run with authority and try to take control of this contest, Terry.
They're starting to run a lot of motion, and that's throwing the Knights' defense off a little bit.
Well, it is.
And they're getting some counters in here. John Kelly coming up with some different motion plays that's worked well here in the second half. Barner is a really hard runner, too. Once he gets the ball in his hands, he won't go down on from the first tackle. So a timeout on the field with 5:35 remaining in this contest.
Yeah, University High wanting to talk things over a little bit. Wanting to get the right play dialed up here, try to keep this drive alive. And I'm sure John Kelly's over there telling them, look, guys, you cannot make mistakes in this situation. And this is a team that, although they've been down on their luck some this season, they're still looking at, hey, we might have an outside chance at a playoff spot if the cards fell just right elsewhere this week and next week. Of course, they've got the big game coming up with Morgantown High, the Mohawk Bowl. And Morgantown hasn't been a hotbed for football this season the way it usually is. But that one will be hotly contested, I can tell you.
All right. First down, 11 yards to go for the Knights. Chase Edwards in the shotgun. They bring motion. And then another end around. But this time the Knights were waiting on it. Devin Knotts once again read that play and busted through. Stopped it dead in its tracks. Loss of yardage. 2nd and 14 now for the Hawks. Edwards once again in the shotgun. Barner in motion. Edwards keeps, and he's going to be driven down, but after a nice gain of about 10 yards on that run. They bring Barner in motion, and looks like they have a pitch to Barner, but Edwards turned it up. Brings up a 3rd down now, and about 9 yards to go for University. They got a lot of that yardage back. Burton to the near side. The give once again to Barner. Barner coming around the outside. He breaks containment but gets driven out of bounds. He's not going to pick up the first down, but he gets about 4 or 5 yards on that carry.
Brings up a 4th down for the Hawks.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Keep it going.
Big 4th down. They bring in motion. Barner, here we go. He looks downfield deep. He's got a man down there in the back of the end zone, but it's out of play.
Too long, a little too high, a little too much mustard on the ball that time, Terry, and was out of the back of the end zone before the receiver even had a play on it.
Knights getting a little bit wound up down here on the sidelines. There's still 4:27 remaining. They got to get a couple first downs here to run this clock out.
You have to come this way. I have to get this changed right now. Watch what you're doing up there.
All right, back comes Thomas. Thomas gives the ball to the workhorse of this ball game, Townsend. Townsend picks up about 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 4. 2nd down at 6. With time running down here, we're down to 4 minutes remaining in this contest. The Knights holding on to a slim 1-point lead over the University High Hawks. We're under 4. Now that power eye. And they know where the ball's going. It goes right in the hands of number 31, Townsend. He'll lose a yard on that play. That brings up a big 3rd and 6.
And the Knights really need a first down here to try and keep control of this clock, Terry.
Thomas back into the huddle for the Knights. Play came in from Coach Tommy Chandler.
And maybe Coach Chandler has something he hasn't used yet. Be a good time to pull it out of the bag.
Rosenberger to the far side of the field. He's made most of the big plays. They're going to double cover him. Now the pitch. Townsend gets hammered, and he will not pick up the first down. They're going to have to punt.
Once again, Townsend, the ball carrier.
Big hit over there by Logan Raber. And I believe that was number 9 for the Hawks over there to help out. Spearing. So a timeout on the field with 2:36 remaining in this contest. The Knights holding on to a slim 20-19 lead over the University High Hawks from Morgantown.
Yeah, Coach Kelly wants to game plan a little bit. He knows when his team gets this ball back, there's not going to be a lot of time. There's enough time for him to mount an offensive drive and hope for big plays. But
well, I'm really impressed with the Knights' defense so far tonight against Logan Raber. He was their workhorse coming into tonight's game for University High, and the Knights had a pretty good game plan. They've kept him bottled up most of the night, Steve.
And the Hawks are young, but they are talented.
Oh, yeah, they're always talented. You give that team another year to gel with all the freshmen and sophomores they have on that squad, they're going to be tough.
Well, I'd say they're tough right now. But for Preston, again, this is a sea change for the program right here.
Yes, it is.
This would be such a quality win if the Knights are able to hold on here and pick up this 20-19 victory. We don't need more points on the scoreboard. We just need one more big stop here, one more big special teams play.
Gribble back to punt. He's going to let the clock wind clear down before he snaps it. Here comes the punt. They tried to block it. They got a fingertip on it. Hammock picks it up. Now he's going to reverse field, but he is not going to go anywhere. Good defensive play by the Knights, and they bring Hammock down right about the 44-yard line, and that's on the University side of the sticks. So University High will have about 60-some yards to go.
The problem is they've done it pretty quickly in the past. Knights are going to have to bring their A game defensively here. They're going to have to get pressure on the ball. And again, everybody's got to stay in their own lane and do their jobs.
56 yards to go for pay dirt for University High. Chase Edwards back in the shotgun with Raber right behind him. He's going to look to throw. He gets outside. He's being chased by big number 75, and he got to throw it downfield, and nobody there. Had to get rid of it.
Edwards' pass is incomplete. Brings up second down for the Hawks.
Good job by Robbie Stenson to put pressure on Chase Edwards.
And we talked about that being exactly what the Knights needed to do. They've got to get pressure on the ball, and they've got to stay at home in the secondary.
All right, Knights, or the Hawks with 3 wide receivers out. Edwards back to throw. They put a blitz on. We got away with a hold. And Edwards scoots up to about the 50-yard line before he's out of bounds. They had a definite hold on one of the Knights in the backfield, and no flag came out.
Yeah, they got away with one there, protected their quarterback, and got a little breakaway out to the 50-yard line there before he's escorted out of bounds.
1 minute, 47 seconds remaining. They bring the play in from the sidelines. Hammock back into the game. He splits far side of the field, way out. Now they're going to look for him. Edwards is back. They have him. He gets out of there, and he gets upfield and will pick up the first down for the University High Hawks. Big play by Chase Edwards. They had him bottled up in the pocket, and somehow he got out of there. And a timeout called by University High at 1:36 remaining in this game. Knights holding on to a slim 20-19 lead. What an exciting game this has been, Steve.
These last 2 weeks of the home portion of the season here have been two of the finest performances that the Preston Knights have put together, probably all season long and probably over the course of the last couple seasons.
Yes.
And again, it points to a real change, a real uptick in what's happening with Preston Knight football. And thank you so much to the fans who have come out here in support of this team night after night at home and also on the road. We've been so fortunate to be here and do these home games, and we thank everyone for tuning in on Hometown TV, but more so for being out here.
Burton split to the near side. Hammock to the far side. Once again, he's going to run out of there and pick up yardage. Another big gain for Chase Edwards.
Once again, Edwards on the keeper.
He's hurting the Knights with his feet.
Brought down by number 33, Aiden Bischoff.
Bischoff drives him out of bounds for the Knights, but not after another big gain. It's a gain of 9 on that play, so to bring up second down and a yard. Play comes in from the sidelines. Jack Smith brings the play in. He'll go to the far side of the field. And Burton to the near side. Out of the shotgun. He looks to throw. Downfield, he has Burton, and it's knocked away right at the last second. A great play down there by Jackson Lewis. Great coverage by Lewis. It looked like Burton was going to score.
Now we knew with the running, University High was trying to set up a strike downfield, and they tried to write a storybook ending with that one.
Well, it's only they only have a yard to go for a first down. It's 3rd down and 1. They can pick up a first down here and be in pretty good position. It's still with 1:24 remaining, and they give it to number 27.
And he's not going to get there.
And he didn't get there. That's going to bring up 4th down. That was Barner. So it's 4th and 1.
And that's a generous spot. He lost at least a half yard on that. But now the Knights and the Knight faithful up on their feet.
Big play with 50 seconds remaining. They're going to throw deep. This might be a last chance effort.
Yeah, I think John Kelly would rather go for the first down here and give himself more opportunities.
I saw Hammock come in and talk to Chase Edwards, and then he went out to the far sideline. Looked like he wanted to go one-on-one on a deep route with 49 seconds remaining.
I still think they're trying to pull the Knights off the line a little bit with that. The gamesmanship will be intense between John Kelly and John Tennant.
Oh, yeah.
These two guys have known each other for a long time. In fact, Coach Tennant was an assistant for John for a while down at University before coming up to Preston and eventually taking the head coaching reins here. So there's a little chess game going on back and forth across the field, not just what you see out there.
All right, here we go. This is a big play. They go for the first down. They get it. They go right to Logan Raber. And he picks up the first down for the Hawks. Now the clock will start with 45 seconds remaining in this game. And they still have 33 yards to go to score, but a field goal can win this too, Steve. All they got to get down is down around the 20-yard line. They've got a kicker that can kick from that range. So here we go. Clock's running. They swing it out to Raber. Raber is hit immediately and put down by Jackson Lewis. And now they try to get back to the line. And another timeout. The clock's still running. So they're going to have to put some time back on the clock, I believe. They let the clock run for several seconds before. They were waiting for the signal from the official, too. So he's coming back over. He's going to have them put a little bit more time back on the clock. Everybody's excited down here, especially the University High faithful. That's twice the clock's kept running on them.
And putting time back on this clock is a little bit of an adventure here on the mountaintop, too.
Yeah. Timeout was called with 20. Now they put 31 seconds back on the clock. All right. 1st and 10. Chase Edwards. It's all in his hands right now for the University High Hawks. Burton to the near side. He's got 2 split to the far side. We'll see what he does. He drops back. He's looking deep. He had a man. Now he's going to try to run out of there. They had him for a second. He breaks and he gets hit hard by number 18, and he's down. Chase got hit. He didn't see that hit coming. Came from the backside, and Chase Edwards is down on the field right now. He's hurt. And there's 16 seconds remaining in the game. That was big number 18 for the Preston Knights. He's been hitting everybody and his own players all night long.
Young man.
Devin Knotts.
Young man came from the backside on the play there, and Knotts, he brings a load when you can see him coming. It's going to hurt. That had to be.
Oh, Chase never saw him coming.
A massive hit, and Chase was not ready for that.
No, he wasn't. Hope the young man's okay because he took a hard hit.
Yeah, give me tighter up into the crowd on your side since you're already there, Dave. Your left. Yeah.
We've got 16 seconds. A slim 20-19 lead for the Preston Knights. And everybody in the stands breathes a sigh of relief as Chase gets up, but he's going to have to come out for a play now. The starting quarterback is going to have to leave the field.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to, but that's how it is. And they may have to hide his helmet for the remaining 16 seconds of this game. You know he wants to be out there.
Well, I believe Joseph McBee was the starting quarterback at one time now, but he got hurt earlier. So it looks like they're going to bring in Jaden Hammock and let him take the snap. With 16, now they're putting 21 seconds back on the clock. I don't understand why time went back on, but it did. So now we're back to 21 seconds, 20 seconds. There we go. We finally get the clock set. All right. Hammock back. He's got Raber right behind him. The Knights trying to hold on. Hammock back. He had no intentions of throwing that ball. He's going to try to run. Now he's going to fire it downfield. He had a man down there. He misses it. I don't know how. I think it hit him in the hands.
Hit him on the hand, but low, coming back for the ball.
Hammock's pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And that brings up 4th down. That if that catch was made, it would have been made about the 10-yard line and gave them perfect position for a field goal to win this thing. So now we're down to 11 seconds.
And University High will take their final timeout, Terry.
Jonathan Tennant down on the sidelines watching his defensive coordinators out on the field, giving them last-minute instructions with 11 seconds and a 1-point lead for the Preston Knights. This is either going to be devastating for one of the two teams here, Steve.
Well, it's going to be devastating for whichever team comes out on the losing end. But what a contest here in Kingwood tonight.
It is so nice to see these two teams play this kind of game, and we finally get to see the Knights play a quality game against a quality opponent. Game into Burton, and it's a give. It's the number 30, Raber, and they're still pitching the ball around. And now the Knights pick it up, number 23, and he's off to the races. He could score. They're going to chase him down. The clock is run out.
It does not matter.
The Knights have won. They have beaten the University High Hawks by a score of 20-19. Wow, what a contest. Hard fought by both of these teams. The Knights faithful coming out onto the field now.
Oh, yeah, the Knights fans are going to storm the field for this one. I'd hate to be a teacher down there or administrator trying to hold them back.
No.
But honestly, I think the staff might join in tonight.
Well, they're trying to get them lined up, and with sportsmanship, they've got to get over there and shake the hands of a great University High football team who played their hearts out trying to get another win here at Knight Stadium, but came up just 1 point short. Wow.
What can you say about the performances put on here this evening?
Oh man, you could talk about Tracy Brooks and the two big pass plays he made for touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
You can talk about Colton Rosenberger, who I will tell you right now is my pick for player of the game. He took it on his shoulders tonight as a senior to win this ball game for the Knights and made some spectacular plays on offense and on special teams.
I absolutely agree, Terry. Some of the plays that he made were some of the best we've seen him make on this field at Knight Stadium. And that's saying a lot because the young man has shown talent throughout his career here, but boy, did he leave it all on the field on senior night tonight, particularly that last catch down deep in the corner, the one we thought was a touchdown. Wow. That ended up with him out of bounds close and set up the Knights score. What an adjustment he made on the ball.
We saw a little bit of everything tonight, from missed calls by some of the officials to just about everything.
They got that reeled in. They got that corrected, but you're right about that. And, in addition, we saw some great play on the other side of the field from University High. Hawks have nothing to hang their heads about whatsoever. This contest, we said both of these teams are at a crossroads. They happen to be at the same crossroad, and here this evening, Preston made a statement.
Yes, they did, Steve. But you gotta look at Chase Edwards. He's only a freshman for University High too, and they've got a lot of freshmen coming back. They're a young team. Logan Raber, what a running back he is. They've kept him bottled up. That Barner boy, he just tore it up all night long. And but you got to give the Knights credit when they needed to stiffen tonight. That's exactly what happened. Great defensive game plan by the Knights coaching staff to hold Raber down tonight. And man, it's a great game.
The Hawks now have to go back and reset, get ready for a big game with the Morgantown High Mohegans, and try to end their season on an up note. And both of those teams trying to do that after disappointing football seasons in Morgantown. For Preston, they pick up win number 3 on the 2019 season, which is great. They pick up a quality win, a super quality win, and an unexpected, I'm going to say, victory for a lot of folks around the state who are going to wake up tomorrow morning or they're going to listen to Sportsline late tonight, and they're going to say, hey, what happened in Kingwood?
Now, Knights, they got to go on the road. This was their last home game of the year, so now they got to finish out 2 road games, one at Buckhannon Upshur, and then I believe they've got John Marshall.
Brooke to finish
final
it.
Game.
Now, Brooke is a little bit of an unknown. John Marshall was a little bit of an unknown coming in here, and they handed us a loss.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we could go to that part of the state and get some revenge and get a win to bring back home at the end of the season. But first, Buckhannon Upshur. They've been down on their luck this season, and they are a team that hopefully, ultimately, the Knights can sort of have their way with down there in Tennerton and come home with win number 4. So first order of business is just celebrate this victory tonight and tomorrow, and then get back on the horse, get back in the saddle, get ready for the last 2 weeks. It'll be on the road.
Well, they got to have confidence. Let's say that.
They've got to have more confidence than they've had in quite some time coming out of this contest, Terry. They just, again, I can't overstate it. They turned a corner. They made a statement tonight. All the cliches, but they're cliches for a reason. Sometimes they're true, and those things are true for the Preston Knights this evening here in Kingwood. What a way to end the homestand and our final football broadcast of 2019.
Yep.
Glad we were here, glad we could bring it to you, and we thank everyone for tuning in. And now Terry with some final thoughts.
Yeah, I want to thank all the guys that ran camera, was on camera for us this year. Dave Brown. I'd like to thank Kent Foltz from Delano's. He steps in tonight down on the end zone and helps us out when we were a cameraman short tonight.
And did a great job.
Yeah,
what talents does this guy not have?
Bob Meisner, he's always right here for us every week. And Danny Sims, our director, has done a wonderful job this evening. We've had some technical difficulties with some microphones, but other than that, Steve, I really thank you for a great year, and here come the Knights to celebrate with their fans.
And we'll take one final look at that as we say goodnight to everyone, whether you're watching on Hometown TV on the Atlantic Broadband cable system or out there on the internet, wherever you may be. I'll say hi to my old buddy John Brown in Columbus, Ohio, who watches faithfully the YouTube feed.
And I tell the same thing to my brother out in Akron, Ohio.
And your brother, we're big in Ohio. We got at least 2 viewers out there. Hey, folks, wherever you're watching, we thank you for tuning in to Hometown TV. Thank you for watching these broadcasts. Basketball season just around the corner, but hey, get out on the road, support the Knights. Let's go Knights 2019. Preston turns a corner.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving.
The Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital is an alternative for acute patients who need a little extra help before returning home. Services include physical, occupational, and speech therapy, patient and family education, personal care assistance, individualized care plans with daily activities, and 24-hour nursing care. Our team works to ensure a smooth return to independent living. For more information on the Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital, visit us online or call 304-791-3733.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery. Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture. For nearly 50 years, our family store has been known for low prices, great customer service, and quality home furnishings.
Our nationwide low price guarantee means you'll save more on name brands like Catnapper,
Best,
Von Bassett,
Serta,
Franklin,
and the Almost Heaven mattress collection made right here in West Virginia. If you want to spend more at an overpriced big furniture store, that's your business.
But at Delano's, our business is to save you money.
So come in and see for yourself and experience the
Delano's
difference.
Hut 1, Hut 2, Hut 3.
Buck! What do you think you're doing?
I'm just trying to teach these ladies how to play football,
You leave those girls alone and get back to work.
but they want to play.
Hi, Buck! You better get in there and get my winter treads on and check my brakes and change the oil. We have to get to the Preston High football game, you fool!
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.